Hey, Yana, what's up? What is going on? We're about to get started. Hope the notification goes out. Can y'all hear me? All right, let's get ready to get started. Ooh, my hair's a mess, y'all. My hair's a mess. What up, what up, what up? Hey, everybody coming in the room. What's good? How y'all doing? Ooh. Let me go to the top. Work my way down. Hey, little baby. Xavier. What's up, Mimi? Lock Queen. I already said hi to Yana. Don't trip. I said it. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Alikola. What's up, Danny? Vixen. Dark Liquor. Hey, Belize. Mwah. My Belize baby's here. Hey, Brandon. How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It's me, G. What's up, boo? Oh. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, Star. What's up, baby? What's up, below? All right, y'all. How we doing today? How are we doing? How we doing? This is the Juvia's Place. Hey, it's the authentically young. This is the Juvia's Place Fierce. Juvia's Place. It's actually my favorite right now. What's up, Faye? Hey, boo. It's actually my favorite right about now. All right, y'all. I hope everyone is well. Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy Tuesday to you all. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Des. What's up, boo? Hey, Raphael. I downloaded the new Beverly Jenkins today, Danny. I didn't start listening to it yet because I want to finish Indigo first. I just don't want to cross-pollinate the stories. Where did you get that alcohol-infused popcorn from? It is, the website is, hold on. It's like spiced.com. Yes, I have some sitting right here next to me. Yes. It is spikedcorn.com. Hold on, I'll put it in the chat. Hey, Jonathan, what's up, boo? It's spikedcorn.com. And I've actually ordered from them. I ordered a couple of Christmas gifts from there. El Teddy. His birthday came from here. And as you can see, I ordered a few more bags. Ooh. Let's see something. Does this fit? No, it doesn't fit in there. So let's get ready to get this party started. I hope everybody had a good week. Or I said a good week like it's Friday, child. You see how I'm trying to help you get to Friday? You're going to get the Indigo book? It is a good book. It's a good listen, Raphael. I hope you enjoy it. I think everybody is enjoying it. I haven't heard anybody so far. You guys have no one said to me that they ain't like it. Exactly. It's a perfect gift. It's me D. It's a perfect gift. Let's see. Is this gonna work? I'm trying to. All right. Not just watching dinosaurs after class. I know that's right. Hey, Reese's Feasty, what's up? The Patron. I didn't. You know what? I didn't try any of the Patron. You said it'll change your life. Is that what you're trying to tell me? It'll change my life. The Patron, honey. What am I doing? See, that's how easily I get distracted. All right, I'm over here, y'all. I can do that when I get off of here. See how easily I just got distracted? Okay. So first of all, hey, Dewana, listen, we need to have a tribe meeting. Okay, we need to have a tribe meeting now. My for members only review was Married at First Sight. I feel like my members ain't feeling Married at First Sight because y'all ain't watching the reviews. So do y'all not want, I can make it public and we can do something different for members only. Are y'all not feeling Married at First Sight? I should have a members meeting about this. But I'm putting it out there to everybody. Y'all let me know. But that is I have the first 4 episodes I posted. I know they were a little late, but they up there. Y'all let me know. If y'all got a better suggestion, y'all let me know. Now, y'all know I ain't gonna look at nothing real crazy, but if you got a better suggestion, y'all let me know. The show pissed you off? Listen, the show done pissed me off too. Y'all know I don't really watch, and I never really watched Married at First Sight because I don't even like the whole concept. I just have a problem with the whole concept of you gonna marry somebody you just met. I take marriage seriously. I don't think it's a joke. I don't think it's a storyline. I really think it's serious. And this whole concept of being in a legally binding marriage with somebody you have never met, to me, that just goes against the whole. It's just. But people made the suggestion, so I said I try. Thank you for putting that up on the website. My birthday's on the 20th. Yeah, get you some. Okay, Raphael. Yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Well, we'll think about it, child. I'll keep doing it, but y'all ain't watching them, so But since we on Married at First Sight, I ain't gonna talk about a whole lot of it, but let me talk about this. It either comes on tonight or tomorrow. Maybe it is tonight. It's either tonight or tomorrow. Y'all, what the freak is wrong with Chris? This whole Chris and Reese Paige situation is ridiculous to me. It is absolutely ridiculous to me. First of all, you're not attracted to the woman, but you sleep with her. And then you rolled over and slept with her again. And then after he told you that he wasn't attracted to you, you slept with him again. Any sense to me. It's one thing to sleep with somebody you said, well, he's my husband now. We got to get married. Unprotected though? Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. Not unprotected. No ma'am. I mean, we ain't sleeping together. Let's be clear. You ain't getting no nookie on the first night. We at least got to know each other's middle name, okay? You're not getting no nookie on the first night. But unprotected? You know a show I can review? What show? You can't say Hamilton because Hamilton's not a show. Hamilton is a movie or a Broadway show, but not like a revolving show. So I know that's not what you saying, nephew. Don't come for me, nephew. Don't do it. Don't come for me. They are married, Xavier, but I'm sorry. I don't know you, bruh. I don't know you. I don't know you, bruh. Nope. We're not doing that. I'm not saying I would never sleep with him. I'm saying not on the first. No. Nope. You should have a birthday party for February. My birthday is on the 25th. I'll be 40. Okay, for the big 4. Oh, yes. Reese's Pieces. Yes. For the big 4. Oh. Yeah, lovely. It's like, I I get the whole premise of the show. I get it. But some things we got to work our way into. I'm sorry. Like, now I get it that some things are just instantaneous. There's an instant connection. But Paige, let's be clear. You knew something wasn't right about that boy when he was telling you that he had been engaged 3 months ago. Like, I could see if it had been, what's my girl name? Vincent and, is it Brianna? Is her name Brianna? And Vincent. Now, they seem to have like an instant sort of chemistry. Maybe I see them sliding into it, okay? I could see if it was Erica and the pilot. Because she looked like she just a drunk hoe, okay? I could see her just rolling over into it, okay? But that man sat there and told you that up until a few weeks ago, he had a whole nother woman name tattooed on his hand or arm, and he was supposed to marry somebody totally different 3 months ago. Let's be clear. He was 3 months. 3 months. Okay? For marrying another woman. No, you don't get no nookie on the first night. Mm-mm. Happy birthday to all my February babies. We got Faye, got Reese's Pieces. Yes, to the birthday babies. So what they supposed to do on their wedding night? Just talk like a job interview? Absolutely. Yes, let's talk. We can cuddle. But we're not doing no nookie. You're not getting no nookie. Nope. It's not happening. It's not happening, bruh. But again, I would never do a show like that. So, I mean, you can't really go by me because I wouldn't do a show like that. So, she could have pulled a Mary Crosby. Ciao. Yeah, I mean, the show itself, the concept is what it is. Like, this is my first time watching it. So, I mean, they actually have like a full-blown wedding with a full-blown reception with all of the rituals and stuff of reception. They have a first dance. They got the toast. They throw the bouquet. They throw the garter belt. I mean, and it's nice, too. Like, it's a nice production. I can only imagine what they did pre-COVID because this was during COVID and it was still nice, you know. So I'm sure that, you know, post-COVID, it was real nice. I mean, pre-COVID, it was real nice. The way taxes is set up, I'll marry somebody at first sight, want to get more for my stimulus. You know what, Xavier? Ain't nobody doing this with you. Yes, honey, yes. Anyway, so y'all let me know, my members. Y'all check out those reviews, hunty. Y'all check out those reviews. I don't know if y'all interested or not. All right. So, I forgot to put that in the hashtag. So y'all saw Nene Leakes, allegedly her whole team didn't quit on her. Now, Nene sent out a tweet a little while ago saying that it is not true and that all she's going to say is that her team did not drop her. Now, again, I feel like we're playing word games because she said, like, in capital letters, did not drop me. So I feel like we're playing word games. And I'm sorry, Jonathan. I know that's your boo, but I feel like we're playing word games. If the test come back negative and he looks good, maybe look at Jonathan talking about some watch it. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this. She claims she got all this ammunition on the what's some people name? On to the Bravo people. She got all this ammunition. She got all these text messages and stuff like that. It seems to me like if she got all of that people would be running to take up her case. Exactly, little baby. Semantics. You know, it might have been one of those situations, you know how when you want a job and they say, listen, you fired, but we'll let you tell people that you quit. You know what I'm saying? You could put on your resume that you quit so that we won't mess you up for the next person. It sounds like it might be a situation like that. Okay, girl, we no longer want to be in business with you. But you can tell everybody that you quit us. That's fine. Tell everybody you quit us, but let's be clear, this relationship is over. Watching old clips of Nene disappointed in where her career is now. She should have had better. Claims she rich, so she should be able to hire another team. Belize, Jonathan gonna get you. Yeah, she's saying they didn't drop her. She let them basically, is my perception, excuse me, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I mean, my thing is at the end of the day, the relationship has been dissolved. So that tells you something went wrong. They went left when they were supposed to go right. If she's got this slam dunk case against Bravo, I feel like a lawyer would jump at that. A slam dunk case against a major network. Mm-hmm. Right, the ties have been severed. She has better, y'all. Just keep Nene and yeah, wow. Jonathan, I don't know what it is about Nene that got you in love with her, honey. Some got you in love with your Nene. I don't know what it is, y'all. But Jonathan, love him some Nene, child. Love him some her. You know what, Belize? Ooh, I'm not doing this with Belize. I'm not doing this with Belize. Abby said, hey, listen, Jonathan, you see what Abby said? She said she hope you got that same kind of energy against them church mothers when she rolled up in there as the first lady. She just hope you got that same kind of energy. That's what she said, son. That is what she said, Jonathan. I hope you got that same kind of energy. Keep that energy is what she said. Hey, what's up, Queen Star My World? I ain't seen you in a while. Hey, boo. You know what? Belize, I ain't doing this with Belize. I ain't doing this with Belize, y'all. I ain't doing this with her. Y'all know Belize, I ain't doing this with her. She let them go because it was too expensive to pay them without those Bravo checks. You better say it again, Below. You better say it again. All right, y'all. That's the Did you see Dwight on Bravo Sunday night? He was hardly recognizable. He looked good. To me, I did see him, Daenerys. To me, he looked better now than he did back then when he used to wear all that heavy makeup. And he looked nicer with that little salt and pepper beard, goatee thing he had working. I thought he looked really nice. I did see him. I mean, I ain't see it for a long period of time, but I saw it. I thought he looked really nice. Exactly. He got his nose fixed. I wasn't even paying that close of attention, child. I used to like Dwight. Dwight and now that was fun. Dwight and Nene used to get in some stuff together. Dwight and Nene was fun. They were fun. All right, let's get into a couple of these other things. So The Best Man, the TV series, is coming to Peacock, to the Peacock network. How y'all feel about a Best Man TV show? They said that the original cast has been invited, but you know, certain members of the cast ain't coming. Okay. Then again, I don't know. After COVID, it probably done hit everybody paychecks. They might all be there. I mean, I don't think none of them working right now. Who on the Best Man cast got regular employment? Now, the one guy, he's on Claws. I forget his name, but he's on Claws. But this the last season for Claws. I don't know who asked for it either, Ed, because I sure as hell didn't. Yeah, they said it's a limited series, so they probably gonna give us about maybe 10 episodes, and they're gonna keep it at that. But honestly, I can't think of, outside of the guy, the one who was I forget, the one who messed around with the stripper in the first one. Other than him, who got a regular job right now? I mean, I know a lot of them have built some decent careers, but who working? Nia Long ain't working. Okay, Taye Diggs is on All American. Okay, so Taye Diggs is working. He on All American. I forgot. Nia Long ain't working right now. Morris is on The Resident. Okay. See, I don't look at all these movies. I do look at All Americans. I just forgot. But I don't look at The Resident. So he's on The Resident. What's Black Monday? I don't even know what Black Monday is. Nia is on. Okay, so they working. Okay, so I apologize. I was thinking they wasn't working, but it looked like a whole lot more of them are working than what I thought they were. The light-skinned girl just got put on Black Lives. Okay, well then I take it back. Then who the hell gonna be on the show? Then I'm gonna say the opposite. Then who the hell gonna be there? If everybody working, who gonna be on the show? I mean, I'm all here for supporting the Black show now. Y'all know I'm gonna give it my support. Yeah, Danny, I said I take it back. It seems like most of them are working. I apologize. Most of them are working. I mean, what's the face just came off of Empire. They need to give us a Girlfriends miniseries to close out the show. I agree. I'm here for a conclusion to Girlfriends. I'm here for a reboot of the game, but pick up from where it left off when it was on the CW. Can we just throw away the years it was on BET? Can we just pretend like those seasons didn't exist and pick up where we left off when it was on the CW? Can we just forget that it was ever picked up by BET? Okay, but I'm here for a reboot of the game. I'm definitely here for a Girlfriends, some sort of conclusion to Girlfriends. I don't like shows that end on that. Can we get a 2-hour finale for Moesha? Again, I clearly don't need a reboot of Moesha. I don't need it. But I would like to know who the fuck was pregnant. Okay? Because if they do a thing with Moesha now, it would have to be where they are now and then flashing back on what has happened in the last 10 years at the show. You know what I'm saying? Because none of them could get away with being college students at this point. Like, that just ain't happening. But I wouldn't mind a finale, a Moesha finale, okay? I wouldn't, you know what? I would be here for a reboot of Living Single. However, it can't be the original cast. And what I mean by that is it's not going to be realistic that all of them are living in the same building anymore. Like, they've all moved on with their lives. They're all at different parts of their life. But I will say this. I'm here for a reboot and them being like B characters. Like I could see like Kyle bought the building, right? Kyle and Max own the building. Like, they still married, getting on each other's nerves. But Kyle and Max own the building. And like, they have new tenants that live in the building, like, 2021, kids that are in their 20s now, going for their dreams and all of that. And then we just get cameos of them as B characters. But I don't know how you get away with a reboot of Living Single with them living in the same building. Like, that's just not realistic. Not with what you were doing with their storylines. You were giving them real upwardly mobile careers, and they were doing things like, it just wouldn't be realistic. It's been 19 years for Moesha. Yeah, I'm saying I just want a finale. I don't want a reboot. I do not want a Moesha reboot. But can I get a finale? Yeah, Hakeem is dead. Oh, I would love a half and half spinoff. I love to half and half. I love to half and half. And I would definitely be here for some sort of half and half, like, spinoff, you know. She was. So was the father. Shirley, well, remember Shirley Ralph actually left the show. Shirley Ralph actually, when those last couple of seasons when Dee was always in Jamaica, setting up a school in Jamaica. Y'all remember those last couple of seasons when Dee was hardly ever there? Because she was unhappy with the direction of the show, and she actually left the show. The father, the guy who played Moesha's father, he hated what they did to his character. He said, you know, we spent all this time building us into this strong black family, and then you basically turned me into a cheater. Like, he hated it. He hated it. I agree with you. Now, Abby, I can come with you. I can give you that. I can give you that. We reboot it out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Belize. Like some sort of finale to it. But I want an actual show. Like I don't want a reunion show where they're all sitting around the couch talking about the show and showing clips. I want an actual episode. But I just want us to tie up all the loose ends. Just give us a final episode, tie it all up, boom. They out of the Jack Daniels popcorn. Did I buy it all? I don't think Frank was a dick, Abby. You're so mean. Yeah, but I don't want let's sit around on the couch and reminisce thing. I don't care about that stuff. My thing is I was there the first time. I don't need to see there's some people who like that. I don't like that. I want to see the actual, give me a conclusion to these episodes. Right. Moesha I don't think Frank was bad. Moesha ass was fast and a spoiled ass brat. What's up, y'all? Mwah. Trying to show off my acting chops. You know what? I got the Jack Daniels. I ordered some of the rum for best friend because that's his favorite. Rum is his favorite. So I ordered him some of that. I was going to go see him on Sunday, but I didn't go over there to watch the Super Bowl. So he'll get it. He got to get it soon. Good thing it's in these sealed up bags, child. But I'll probably see him sometime in the next week or so. Next couple of weeks. 101, so if you forget about that dreadful... Yeah, that last season was horrible, too. Gosh, that last season was horrible. If they gave us a girlfriend's finale, it would have to be Joan getting married. There's no other way that this ends other than Joan getting married. I don't even care if her and What's-Her-Face make up because I thought she was a shitty-ass friend. So I don't even care about them. I don't even care about them. Yeah, Kyla Pratt's working, child. Yeah, you can, Jonathan. It ain't going to get you drunk, but you could definitely tell that it's infused. It is called spikedcorn.com. www.spiked. We can thank Lady Libra for this. I told y'all I have the perfect idea for how to reboot a different world. I'm not going to tell y'all my idea because somebody might steal it. But if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that know Debbie Allen, tell her, call me. I have the perfect way to reboot a different world so that it can be realistic with everybody getting older. You can bring on some new folk and you can focus on the plight of the HBCU. The fact that so many HBCUs are in trouble right now financially because enrollment has dropped. I'm telling y'all, tell her call me. If you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that know Debbie Allen, I got it. I'm ready. I got it for her. I'm not going to tell you, Xavier. I'm not going to tell you. Joan too much of a pick-me to not give it. Yeah, I mean, the whole premise of the show was Joan finding love. Like, listen, if we're going to bring girlfriends back, if Joan ain't getting married, then I don't want it. And focus on how spoiled these brats are and how much they are going in on these dorms now compared to the 90s, child. Oh, they would definitely have to update it. As soon as he touched down from Iraq, she clubbed him from and drug him to the courthouse. What? I don't know what they talking about. Different World would need an LGBTQ character and a Trump supporter character. Ooh. Definitely. That's interesting. I don't know if we need to go so far as a Trump supporter, because a Trump supporter I don't think would survive on an HBCU campus, but definitely a Republican. But they had that. They didn't exploit it as much, but I'm pretty certain Whitley's people was Republicans. Yeah. And I feel like I'm here for an LGBTQ character. I'm definitely here for that. So Whitley and Dwayne Baby is a freshman, and Dwayne is a newly appointed president of Hillman. Ooh, I ain't all the way there, but it's close. You in the ballpark, but I ain't all the way there. But yeah, definitely, you gotta have Whitley and Dwayne. I literally watch Living Single, Different World, and Girlfriends every day. Girl, I could do it every day too. I don't, but I could. You know what, Belize? Jonathan's gonna get you. Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about a Trump supporter, but definitely some Republicans. Definitely some Republicans. Wasn't Ron? Ron probably was a Republican. He probably was. I wish you would I'll write the show. I just need somebody to put it on the air. Listen, it's all right here. If somebody called me tomorrow and said, this is Debbie Allen people, and I verified it, y'all wouldn't hear from me for 2 weeks, because all I'd be doing was sitting here typing. Y'all wouldn't hear from me. Everybody would just have to tell y'all what I'm doing. I ain't lying. I'd shut it down all the way down. Is you crazy? I sure would. Can we get into the Queen Sugar preview? What is there to talk about? I don't really, you know what, SNL, I don't really get a lot into like trailers and previews and stuff. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of times that shit is misleading, and you only get like a clip. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Hey, Amber. I mean, we know that they asked old boy to come home because of the COVID. We know that the COVID is there. We know that it looked like he pledged some sort of fraternity. It looked like his mama ain't happy about it, although I don't know why, but it looked like she ain't happy about it. Looks like Aunt Vi's having some trouble because her store, they had to close the restaurant because of COVID. I mean, that's pretty much all I got out of the preview. I definitely feel like it's going to be a good season. Don't get me wrong. But I ain't really pick a lot out of it. I don't really focus. I really don't do a lot with the previews and trailers and stuff, because you just can't, they piece it together to show you all the salaciousness. I don't know. Oh, I love Queen Sugar DMV. I love it. It is heavy. No, I'm with you, SNL. It definitely looks good, and it definitely looks like the storylines are deep. Yeah, I'm definitely here for it. But I didn't like the way I didn't like last season's storyline. I didn't like that whole storyline last season. Yeah, I didn't like it. And I want to see how they come back from that, how they walk that back, because I ain't like that. I didn't like how at the end, that whole thing, that whole setup, I don't know, I like that. Hey, Gigi Jones, what's up? Charlie can be, but I'm gonna tell you who gets on my nerves more than Charlie. Her sister. I could deal with Charlie. It's the sister. She's very self-righteous. She irritates my soul. But I could deal with the sister. I mean, I could deal with Charlie. It's the sister. Ooh. Queen Sugar always had deep storylines, which is why I feel they tackle today's issues with taste. It's not out of the frame of work. That's true. That's true. Hey, P, what's up, boo? You came in at the right time. We about to get into politics in a second. When does Queen Sugar start? Next week? I don't have the exact date in front of me, but it's next week. Nova, yeah. Nova, She the one, she irritates me more than Charlie does. I mean, Charlie can be Charlie, but Nova, that whole self-righteousness, that whole, if you ain't down for black people like I'm down for black people, then you ain't doing what I'm doing. I can't stand people like that. Don't compare me and what I'm doing to you. Don't do it. I don't like it. Right, Nova in that book. Exactly. Right. Then the whole time you sleeping with the popo, a white popo at that. And don't get me wrong, love is love. And I ain't saying that she wrong for sleeping with a white man. But all I'm saying is you up here trying to tell everybody else how to be black. You looking down on your sister because she ain't your kind of black and telling her that she ain't black enough. And you encouraging your nephew to be all out here, Black Lives Mattering it up. And you sleeping with the white popo. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Lord, Dollar make me want to smack the shit out of her. Ooh, Darla. Ooh, Darla. Y'all know that every once in a while my light get to acting a fool. It's acting stupid tonight. That damn Darla, right. Oh, Lord. James, now you talking about somebody that can't stand a character. Oh, Lord, Darla. James can't stand that Darla. Ooh. Ooh, when James get going on that Darla, honey. It's a whole mess. Yeah, it looks like they still together. They standing 10 toes in it, child. Listen, I watch all the James's reviews, but when I tell you that Queen Sugar review, I be waiting for, I be mad. I be like, sir, where's my queen? Somebody at the door. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I think it's probably just a package, but hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Thank you. There's a package for Niecy. I knew it was a package. You know what, y'all? You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. I don't know what y'all heard. Now, she ain't hear the doorbell, but she heard me say it's the package for her. Here she come down the steps. Talking about some thank you.
Yeah, to be polite, you know.
Go back up in your room. Go back to your room.
I can't win for winning. What they say? What they say it?
It's I can't win for losing.
Well, I can't win for nothing then. Dang, like I'm being proper, being nice, being considerate, and you complain.
Go back to your room.
You miss me?
No, I don't.
You miss me when I was working, taking a little nap?
Go back to work.
I've been stopping at 4 this week. 4-ish.
You've been doing what at 4?
Stopping work.
Oh, well, that's good for you.
Like normal hours.
Right, good for you. No, it's not coming on tonight. I don't believe it's coming on tonight. It comes on next week, I think. Queen Sugar, I think, is next week. Basketball-wise, comes on tonight. Not that most of y'all probably care. Exactly, Abby. She does the most, don't she? All the time. All the time. See, now she can hear me. Now, if I was calling her for something, she couldn't hear me, but she can hear everything I'm saying right now. I can't. Want a niece? Somebody want a niece? She's for sale. Matter of fact, she for free. Not your nephew running around with no mask on, child. Ron ain't went nowhere. We ain't playing them games. Rona ain't went nowhere. All right, y'all. So that's what that. Listen, we started off talking about the daggone. See, that's why we can't get nothing done, child. We go left. We was talking about the what's some people called the best man. Okay, now Ava DuVernay, she got pilot orders from the CW. Now she got this deal with Netflix. Oh no, that's not Ava. I'm thinking about Shonda. Okay, she got a pilot order from the CW for a Powerpuff Girls live action reboot. So like real people, not the cartoon. And for DC Comics, Naomi. Now it's me, D. If you are still in the chat, please let me know. I'm not familiar with Naomi. I know you're a comic person. Anybody else that's a comic book head that's in the room, what do we need to know about the Naomi situation? What do we need to know? I'll be watching and review Basketball Wives, but I will not watch it on TV or Hulu. Master Splinter will not get my view. I will watch it. I am not doing this with you, y'all. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's okay, Fresh Press. Oh, I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here when you can make it. I guess. I don't know, y'all. I'm just reading you the headline, y'all. Now, I know the Powerpuff Girls. I love the Powerpuff Girls. I was already an adult. But I like the Powerpuff Girls. And I know they rebooted it like a few years ago. But it looks like now they want to do a live action version. So they're going to actually have 3 people being the Powerpuff Girls and all that other good stuff. That's going to be interesting. And if it's Ava DuVernay doing it, they're going to be black. I thought everybody was boycotting Basketball Wives after last season. You know, people always say they boycotting until it's time to boycott. Now, I never said I was boycotting nothing. I said I wasn't sure if I was going to review it because the Basketball Wives fans be doing the most. Now, I did say that. And I still ain't sure if I'm going to review it. I'm going to watch tonight's episode and then I'll make my decision when I get done. Because let me tell you what I'm not about to do. I'm not about to have no 3-week conversation about colorism. No, ma'am. Nope, I'm not doing it. She's a black teen superhero with dreads. Oh, I'm here for. I mean, I could tell by the picture. I saw this on the Shade Room. I could tell by the picture that, you know, she real Afrocentric, right? Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm sure for people who are comic book heads, they probably not gonna like it. You can't make everybody happy, but I'm here for it. And I mean, I trust Ava DuVernay. I always say her name wrong. I trust her though. I do. I trust her. I'll wait and see. If she messes it up, then oh well. But she so far I've been happy with what she does. CW shows are trash. I hope she can save the day. Yeah, now that is true. I've heard some bad things about them CW ones. Because I know they messed up Black Lightning. Lord, they messed up Black Lightning. Naomi is a teen with locks and isn't really that groundbreaking, but it's cool. Okay. Haven't watched 4+ seasons. I don't know if I can say I'm boycotting. Well, saw some previews. Evelyn is coming in with her I'm a changed woman mess. Please don't get nobody in the chat started about Evelyn, especially y'all. Don't get Yocrates started on the Evelyn. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Let's get into these politics before we get out of here. Yeah, it's me too. DMV. It's the last season for Black Lightning, and I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with it because I really, really wasn't happy with what they did with Black Lightning last season. Danny, okay. Before I get off of here, it's me, D. The next time that y'all do y'all panel with when y'all do y'all comic book panel, the next time y'all do it with YB and what's my baby? Where my baby at? Where's my other nephew? Oh shoot, now I can't see. I can see his face, but his name is escaping me because I ain't seen him in so long. Let me know. So let me know because I think Danny would be great for y'all's panel. I think Danny would be great. First of all, you get a female perspective. The outsider, Foy. Thank you, baby, Foy. Because, you know, Danny, she's got a female perspective, but she know them comic books like y'all know them comic books. I think she'd be great. Let me know if y'all looking for somebody. I'll get y'all her information. For my coin. Right, where is Foy? Foy been working, though. I know Foy had been working a lot with COVID and everything. He had been doing a lot of work. But we miss him. If you talk to him, it's me, D, let him know we miss him. All right, y'all, let's get into a couple of this politics, and then we're going to talk about this impeachment that started today, the trial that started today. Let's talk about it. First of all, I want to let you guys know I saw this. I don't have the details, but I have read this today. Congress announces that those who could not afford a funeral for family members they lost due to COVID are eligible to receive up to $7,000 reimbursement. I do not have the contact information, but I'm sure you could probably go to a government website, Google it, and get the information on how you would apply. And I was happy to see that because unfortunately, you know, this took a lot of people by surprise, and everybody ain't ready. Okay, I will. I'll send you her info. Hey, Verbe, what's up, boo? Then, Defense Secretary Austin, you know, the black man, that's the Defense Secretary. He dismisses every member of the Pentagon's advisory board in a sweeping move fueled by concern that the Trump administration rushed through a series of last-minute appointments. So, yeah, they all got fired. Okay. Trump tried to hire a bunch of people right at the end over to the Pentagon, positions that had been open for years, and he tried to hurry up and hire a bunch of people, and, yeah, they was fired today. So you just got your job in December, and you lost your job in February. Well, what episode y'all talking about? What you talking about, Danny? I know. Hey, Monk Chip. That's another one that's always at work, child. WandaVision. Oh, I don't know nothing about no WandaVision. I don't know nothing about it. 45 attorneys need hooked on phonics. They need more than hooked on phonics, child. All right, y'all, let's get to this impeachment. Let's go and get to the impeachment. Now, y'all know I watched the impeachment most of the day. Y'all know that's what I was doing. Right, you might as well get fired on your day off. Right, they ain't even have enough time to finish filling out their paperwork. I mean, did they even get their clearance? Did they even get their clearance yet? Hey, Miss Honey, what you doing, boo? And I just want to let you guys know we are 20 away, 20 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. Y'all know I was trying to get to 5,000 by the end of 2020. I ain't quite make it. Then I was trying to get there by the end of January. I ain't quite make it. But can we get there by the end of February? So please call a friend, call a cousin, a sister, an uncle, and just tell them to subscribe. Tell them come on over. We just need 20. We just need 20. Yeah, the Postmaster General got to go. He absolutely has to go. Little baby said you heard them calling you. Listen, that defense is absolutely horrible. First of all, their first line of defense is he's no longer president, so you can't impeach him because he's not the president. So they show precedent where there was a Secretary of War back during Ulysses S. Grant, Belknap, Secretary of War. He was actually impeached. He actually quit. He found out that they were going to impeach him, and he actually quit his job. So to try to avoid being impeached, but he was impeached anyway. Now, he wasn't convicted, but he was still impeached. So there is precedent. Throw that out the window, especially since Trump was impeached before he left office. The trial didn't start yet, but he was impeached while he was still president. So throw that out the window. Then they came up with this January exception. We did talk about Married at First Sight. I'm sorry. We talked about that first child. We were just talking about them crazy couples, honey. Oh, you finally watched Caught Up on Drag Race? So, so they had this January exception. And essentially what they're arguing is it doesn't matter what the president does in the month of January because one, he's no longer president anymore for, all intents and purposes. He's not president anymore. And two, it's not enough time to really impeach him. So, whatever he does, And I'm thinking, if that's the best defense that you come up with, the best defense that y'all came up with is it shouldn't matter what he does because he's not going to be the president anymore. So last week, the Republicans were cautioning the Democrats against setting the precedent by getting Marjorie Greene out of stripping her of her committee assignments, talking about it's going to be a crazy precedent that we're setting. What kind of precedent are you setting by saying that in the last month of your presidency, it doesn't matter what you do because they can't punish you anyway? What? Oh, it's real, Queen Star. It's absolutely real. They're calling it the January exception. That is the term that they're using. It is absolutely real. It is absolutely real. Exactly, Verbatim. Chris is absolutely a dick, Miss Honey. You are absolutely correct. 120%. He's just, I can't. So that is absolutely real. Absolutely real. Then they had this video that the prosecutors, for lack of a better word, they started off with this 13-minute video. You guys, that video was so disturbing, but disturbing in a way, I mean, I don't want to say in a good way, but in a way that you got a chance to see. Like, they had footage in there that I'd never seen before. Like, they haven't been showing it on TV. They got this loop of the same footage over and over again. But there was some footage that we just didn't see. Did y'all? If you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about. Some of the things that we're talking about. They actually had a stand set up with a noose hanging off of it. Who the fuck was they gonna hang? Like, it was a stand set up. Somebody put it together. Which means that they either carried it down there already put together, or they carried the pieces and assembled it while they were there. But it was very reminiscent of a guillotine, but instead of the thing to cut your head off, it was a noose hanging off of it. And I was like, the scaffolding, thank you, okay. I was like, I don't remember seeing this before. I owe all of my Capitol policemen, well, no, not all of them, because I still think some of them was in on it. But I owe them an apology, because when you see some of that footage of how they were being attacked and how they were being beaten, the way they was being called out their names, I didn't believe, but I believe you. I didn't. I missed it, but I believe you. And they showed the timeline, so you could see the timeline of how everything went down. And I'm just like, how do you not? I understand that there are going to be some people that you just never want to convince. Like, it just is what it is. There's some people you're never going to. Hey, Sticks, girl, hey, boo. But how do you not sit there and see that and not feel some kind of way about what happened on that day? I mean, there was one footage where the guy was yelling in the Capitol Hill police face and said, "We got y'all outnumbered by like 1,000,000 to 1. Just get out of our way." Like, we got y'all outnumbered. I mean, it was hard to watch. Right, Belize? I was terrified watching it. It was hard to watch. Mitch McConnell, he could be called to testify if they wanted him to testify. The pre-planning and hatred they had to commit such an act. Yeah, it definitely lets you know that, and I mean, and they would use a military tactic. Some of the things that we saw were military tactics. Excuse me. Like you know that these people, and again, I'm not saying that every single person down there was in on the plan, but enough of them were. And for the people who didn't necessarily know the plan, they were just following directions. They were just following along with what they were told to do. You guys, it was hard. It was a 13-minute video, but it was hard to watch, but it was much needed. Now, that black guy that they had, oh, he was breaking it down, honey. He was giving it to him. I forget his name, child. I'm sure somebody put his name. He's a representative from Colorado, 36 years old. But, baby, he did that. His little opening statement was really, really good. Really, really good. Of course he did, Frida. Of course he did. Oh, this is going to absolutely be a movie. But there needs to be a congressional hearing. Once they get past this, there really needs to be a congressional hearing. At this point, I don't know if they're going to do one. At first, I thought they absolutely were going to. But now, I don't know if they're going to do it or not. But there needs to be. Exactly, Zach. And again, it was definitely footage of stuff that we didn't see that day. And it was stuff that they haven't shown us. And there were angles that we didn't see it from. There was additional footage. I mean, some of the footage we've seen, but there was a lot of additional footage and stuff that we just hadn't seen. Right. I mean, it just seems like the only Democrats were terrified. The Republicans act like it was another day. Well, I'm sure that a couple of them peed their pants, but they ain't going to testify to it. Like, we could call them to testify, but I doubt they would admit it. They're going to say something like, well, I had faith that the Capitol Police were going to do their job and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're not going to admit, because for them to admit how terrified they were, in their mind would some way be admitting that Donald Trump was wrong. Like, they're not going to do anything that's going to show any sort of bias or break from it. You know what I'm saying? What does congressional hearing do? Well, if it's done right, and it's a real investigation, it may uncover some rocks and see who's hidden underneath them, and there may be some additional charges. I think if they do an investigation, I think they're going to be roads that lead back to members of Congress. And people, I'm not going to put no names on it, but I think that there'll be some people, at the very least, will be put out of Congress, arrested, maybe held accountable. Why do we need a Senate? To make the laws? Mm-hmm. I'm reading our comments. Watching What Up thoughts of me growing up in DC. I used to think what would happen if something like that happened going on from my school. I lived in Southeast and went to school in Northwest. You know what, VP doll? I don't know your age, but living in Washington DC, you always have that extra thought of what if we're attacked? Because we're the capital city. So if someone's going to attack the United States, in your mind, you think they're going to attack us. They're going to attack the Capitol. And I grew up with that fear as well. Like, I always grew up with that fear, especially during the nuclear age, during the Cold War. And they were talking about all these nuclear weapons. And I was like, well, I know all of them are pointed to Washington, D.C. Like, if there's ever a nuclear war, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I remember that too. I remember growing up like that too, VP doll. There would be plenty of roles that lead back to Congress members and Capitol Police officers. Check the roll call. Right. That's what I'm saying. I feel the same way, little baby. I think that a congressional hearing would definitely I think some stuff, if it's done correctly and if there's a real investigation, let me just put it that way. They need to follow the money with all of them and they will get the truth. Yep, I agree. Trump definitely got something on these people. I believe that he got something on Lindsey Graham. You ain't going to convince me. I don't know. I mean, Lindsey Graham was one of those people that was like, Trump is horrible. Trump is going to destroy the Republican Party. Trump is this, Trump is that. And then it was like literally overnight one day, he was kissing Trump's ass and he ain't let go since. Yes, I was in D.C. when 9/11 happened. Yep, I sure was. But the laws are obviously subjective depending, I don't know, seems like a more objective system can be put in place. No, the problem is the system put in place is works. The problem is we've had such a breakdown. We have people who are not doing their duty. They are defending party instead of defending what's right, what's wrong, instead of defending country. And that's where the breakdown is. But the breakdown isn't the system. The breakdown is the people who have been elected to implement the system. And here's the problem, Miss Honey. A lot of these people told you who they were before they got there. It's not like these people hid who they were. They got into office and now it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were going to do that. Mitch McConnell has been very clear about who he is and where he stands. Yeah, he was reelected. You know what I'm saying? Lindsey Graham, reelected. Yes, it was a small margin, but nonetheless, he was reelected. So it's not the system that's broken. It's the people who were put into those positions that have not held up their duty and done what they were elected to do. I agree, Belize. It is annoying and it is disheartening for somebody like myself who I study politics and I study this. It is very disheartening to see how easily these people have been have been allowed to do this and not have been checked. Like, because here's the thing, nobody's checking them. Nobody is saying, because we had Trump in office, we had a Republican Congress, and even though, a Republican Senate, and even though the House of Representatives wasn't Republican, the margin was so small that it still made anything hard to get done. And so that is the fear that you run when the wrong people are running the party. You know, again, I was having this conversation earlier. There's a difference between a Republican and a Trump supporter. I could deal with a Republican. I mean, you know, you grow up your whole life. All we've known our whole life is Democrats and Republicans. I mean, there have been other parties, but they haven't made a major impact. All we've known our whole life is Democrats and Republicans. And yes, there are times when shit don't get done or the other party will frustrate you or whatever. But mainly and overall, you were able to work it out and we were able to get something done. But you have these people in office who it's just, no matter what, it's like they can't bend, they can't compromise. It's like it's either my way or I'm just going to stop anything from happening. And with Trump, again, because they were getting what they wanted, they let Trump do whatever they wanted to do because they were getting what they wanted out of it. Term limits. Yeah, I don't have a problem with term limits. Those deplorables that voted for Lindsey Graham really don't understand how dangerous he is. Yeah. Same thing with Mitch McConnell. All right, Frida. Now you saying that he cheated. We need a different system so this doesn't happen again. Well, I don't know how you fix the system. It's the people. Hey, T Lounge. No, below. I don't. I think the Republican Party's got some real serious issues. And I honestly, if things continue down the road, I see the Republican Party splitting before the next major election. Maybe not by the midterms, but when it's time to start nominating for people for president, I definitely see a split. I get your point, but the system has also the same loopholes and caveats that allow LG and MM to thrive. But that's what I'm saying. There wasn't a loophole or a caveat. They were elected. There's no loophole to that. They were elected. Mitch McConnell was the majority leader, so he controlled. Here's the problem. I will say this. A lot of things are not set in stone. It's just the way things always were. And so when you have people that don't respect what came before them, then they don't hold those same standards. And for that, I agree 100%. So for example, trying to think of a good example. A lot of stuff that Trump did, it wasn't that there was anything explicitly written that it couldn't be done. It's just that nobody had ever done it before. So they never bothered to put a law in place because nobody had ever freaking done it. And so now Trump exploited all of that. Now, I'll agree with that. Trump exploited loopholes. I do think some of those loopholes are going to get closed. Like the emoluments clause, we all thought the emoluments clause was very clear about nepotism, but clearly it wasn't clear enough. And so I feel like once we get past the impeachment, once we get past the COVID crisis, I think they'll start focusing on some of those things. And I absolutely believe that some of those loopholes will get closed up. Now, I agree with you on that. That I absolutely agree with. I agree that some of those loopholes, yeah, that I agree 100%. If there's a split in the GOP, does that benefit Dems and elections? Probably. At least in the beginning it will. Because let's remember, there are a lot of Dems that, depending on where the split happens and what the platform is of the splinter party, there might be some Dems that might leave the Democratic Party because they might say, well, I can get with these Republicans. I just couldn't get with those Republicans. But I think initially it will benefit Democrats. If Trump starts a new party, that will definitely benefit the Democrats, in my opinion. In my opinion. You know what? I'm not doing that with you, Belize. No, ma'am. Nope. I don't know, because we're split. There are some who want to take the same no-nonsense approach as Republicans, but the others want to play cute. But we're not. We're not split like what's going on in the Republican Party. Not even close. Not even close. Joe Manchin is one of those people who would jump ship. Yeah, Joe Manchin would absolutely join. If there's like a middle ground Republican Party, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Seems like the laws and rules are open for interpretation, even the ones that are clear cut and debatable. There are some Dems who think like Trump and may go with him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But overall though, it would benefit the Dems in the beginning. In the beginning, it would. I hear what you're saying, Miss Honey. I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. Again, it's all about, the law can be very clear, but if nobody's going to enforce the law, for example, let's use Stand Your Ground for an example. Stand Your Ground was written to be used in a totally different way in which it has been used. The Stand Your Ground law was never meant to be used in the way that it was used to acquit the killer of Trayvon Martin. Never. That was never the intention of Stand Your Ground. But it's up to how it's being interpreted by the people who are enforcing it. And honestly, that's the case for all laws, really. I hope so, Frida. I hope Letitia James get them good, honey. That's did I see? Hold on, y'all. Something happened the other day. Shoot. Tag on it. I forgot what it was. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. And then we can get out of here. Something happened the other day. Let me see if I can find it. I try to take a picture of stuff so I can remember. This is it right here. Georgia election officials formally launched investigation into Trump's phone calls. And I remember seeing that and I was like, oh, here we go. We get ready to get started. Because remember how Trump came for the Georgia election people and he was calling them, trying to get them to find the votes and how many votes he needed. And I said, see, this is the stuff we talking about. Trump can't pardon himself from this. And if they do an investigation and they decide to press charges, baby. Because remember, a lot of those, now, yes, Georgia is still a good old boy state. But remember, a lot of those election officials, their lives were threatened based on what Trump was saying. Their families' lives were threatened. They needed to get bodyguards. They needed to get security and police escorts home. Like, that was no joke. So even though a lot of them are probably Republicans and stuff like that, I'm not saying this is going to go anywhere. That ain't what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this is what we're talking about, where Trump is going to have to be held accountable for his rhetoric now that he no longer has the protection of the presidency. Yeah, I agree. Letitia just waiting. She waiting for all this to be done with the impeachment and stuff. And then she got some conversations for him. Yeah, and let's remember, he already don't have no money, y'all. Like, he don't have no money. Let's be clear. The man don't have no money. He's a saggy spirit idiot. Right, Belize. He told them, all I need you to find is 2,476 votes and a half. Wink, wink. Like, come on, bro. You can't do that. Now, again, are they going to investigate him? Are they going to indict him? Are they going to put him on trial and hold him accountable? I don't know. But the fact that they're even launching an investigation, I said, oh, here it comes. They have formally launched an investigation into former President Donald Trump's phone calls to state election officials where he sought help, to overturn the results of the election after President Biden's narrow victory was certified twice. The investigation follows a formal complaint filed by a law professor alleging that Trump violated the law during those phone calls. Marks the first formal investigation into Trump's efforts to overturn the results of the election. Ciao. All right, y'all. So tomorrow, the Senate voted to move forward with the impeachment because, they were trying to throw the whole thing out, child. So they voted to move forward with the impeachment. And 4 Republicans actually voted in favor of going forward with the impeachment trial. Now, we need 17 Republicans to vote him guilty. So I don't know if that means we got 4 on our side or not. That don't mean that they would vote to vote him guilty. But, we need 17. We need 17 because remember, we need 2/3 of the Senate. It's not just a 50-50 split. We need 2/3 of the Senate. Child, Rudy Giuliani, he has a radio show. They done put a disclaimer in the front of his radio show basically saying that the views expressed do not reflect those of ABC, blah, 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 blah. He was mad about it. Talking about something, why would they do that? Because you saying crazy shit. You mean, why would they do that? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was 4. I could have my number wrong. My number could be wrong. That's even better. Shoot, I hope you are right. I hope it's 6. Not Giuliani looking for the Gorilla Glue spray. Shut up, police. Shut up, police. All right, you guys. I have dropped the link for Avon. Y'all, if you can, go on over to the Avon to check it out. See what they have. They got all kinds. I got to check on my package. I don't know if the snow held it up, but I ordered some stuff last week. But you know what? I didn't order it until Friday. Today only Tuesday. I think I'm just being impatient. Maybe I might not even order it until Saturday. All right, I'm just being impatient. Okay. But y'all go on over there and check out what they have over to the Avon. If nothing else, go ahead and get your get stocked up on your Skin So Soft. Okay, y'all go ahead if you can, and those who can, those who have, thank you so much. Those who will, I appreciate it again. Those who would love to but just can't, I understand that too. It's all good. All right, I appreciate it. What we gonna get tonight? I don't know what we're gonna get tonight yet, but I'm gonna upload some stuff tonight. We know the Real Housewives of Dallas comes on tonight. Maybe a Bling Empire. I'm not sure what else. Maybe a retro review. You know what I'm about to do? I'm gonna surprise y'all. I know what y'all gonna get tonight. I ain't even gonna say it because in case I get caught up, I don't want nobody to be mad at me. But I know what y'all gonna get tonight. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Appreciate it so much. We slowly but surely hitting that 5,000, honey. Slowly but surely. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.